Hello friends, and welcome to the channel. This is Stormhaven Gaming, I'm John, and this is Timberborn. As you see, we've just hit the drought. We have 7 days, we should be fine. I have closed up our floodgate over here. I have closed up our floodgate down here. And I did close up our floodgate here, but this had already emptied before the drought hit, because we're getting a bit of uneven flow through here. Unfortunate, but never mind. Okay. Over here, we have reached the top. I am putting in a lumberjack flag up here to get rid of these dead oak trees. I am also, if I spin around, beginning to bring power up from this grid down here, but I'm going to add in another engine and connect it up to this grid just here. They've changed the way the engines operate as well. They're no longer, the only connection is no longer just at the back. There are connections on all sides. So if we look over, where are we? Over here. This is now unnecessary because it's connecting directly into this smelter from the side. But we'll leave it in there because there's no point in really getting rid of it. We are doing some building work at the moment. As I say, we are building an engine down here. We are building high power shaft to bring the power up off of this water wheel here, and we're going to step it up the side there. I've put in some steps to build over here so that we can actually get around onto this bit and build. Yeah. Don't know if we're going to need explosives. We come up there. We should be okay, I think. Without explosives, we should be able to bring that straight up, that in theory. And then we're going to put in our dirt excavator up here. They've also removed the terraforming building. That is no longer a thing, so general builders can now lay in terrain blocks. Which, I mean, it certainly cheapens what we need. We've now got 2,000 more science points than we need, which is nice. Yeah. More building work is going on. Where is more building work going on? There is more building work going on. Over here, I've extended this trench and waiting to put in a bunch of platforms along there. And over here, I've laid in the strip of irrigation things. Barriers. Irrigation barriers along here. Nothing seems to be getting built at the moment because we are laying in a lot of explosives still. We have the planks. Logs were okay for. Treated planks were okay for. Yeah, we should be fine. Gears were okay for. Metal blocks, yeah. Everything should have the resources it needs to get built. So that's fine. Now, with this irrigation barrier set in, I'm probably going to need to irrigate this bit separately. I'll worry about that when it comes to it. Once this is built, we'll look at the fertilization, see where the best place to irrigate is. I mean, we've already got this channel to get the path down here. So it might just be that we put in a little channel and a water dump just to irrigate this area. We'll see. We'll see what's needed. 2.7 thousand water, that should be fine. 5.5 thousand food, that will be fine. We are building up a number of bots. I don't need... I can't remember who. Somebody said in the comments, pointed out in the comments that it's no longer a requirement for the dirt excavator to use bots. But I would like to use bots to reduce the injury rate. So that's why I'm doing it this way. It's not that I completely forgot that it could use normal beavers now. Let's have a look. We are emptying this quite rapidly. Let's fill this up, shall we? Let's get that running. We have spare bots, so let's just briefly turn those on. We'll turn this charging station on whilst we're getting a little bit of power. It won't be long. It'll be maybe a day or so. But it will give us a little bit more of a boost. Okay. I will start spinning on through the drought. How are we doing with these explosives, by the way? Oh, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Okay. That's good. Right, what? This will probably be done before the end of... Ooh, hang on. Yeah, maybe. This might be done before the end of the drought. If it is, we'll set this off once the water returns anyway, so we won't miss out on anything. Once they're all laid in, I'm going to delete these water pumps one at a time and put in explosives where their pipes lead, so that we can just pop those back in once we've deepened everything. Okay. The other thing I want to do... What is the other thing I wanted to do? I want to get rid of this path. There. And I want to unplant that strip so they'll spread across here. This lot's spreading pretty well, so that's good. Okay. I'll spin on through the drought. There we go. The drought is over. Cycle 25 begins. I was not as careful with the water management as I might have been. As you can see, we've taken quite a lot out of this top section here. So much so that this has dried up. This nearly dried up. But we have managed to maintain a little bit of water in there. These are all fine. This one is a lot lower than it was. Obviously, this was empty before we started, and that's just lost through evaporation, so that's fine. Okay, our engine is in and connected up down here, so we're getting 800 horsepower of the 470 we need, and that is with the gear factory and the lumber mill switched off, because we're okay for planks and we're okay for gears at the moment. That's part of the reason we have so many unemployed bots right now. I have up here completed the irrigation barriers, so all of this has died. So I've laid in some explosives there. Let's set these off. There we go. And we can pop in a fluid dump just there. And we will cover that. Hopefully that will be enough. I might need to put in some more over this side as well. So we will lose a few more of these trees. But we'll see how far this spreads once it's complete. What else? This bit's complete. So that's now covered up. Our explosives are in. I've taken out the two water pumps there. Over here, we've managed to clear out all of these dead trees, although there is still a couple of logs there. So let's briefly turn this back on so they can pick up those logs. I've started laying in the power structure here, which I can continue to do. So we want that in there and that in there. I want to bring it in at a higher level, don't I? I can't remember what it looks like now. Let's unlock it. Okay. No, the steps have to go in at a higher level. The power can go in on the ground level. Okay. Okay. So I don't want to bring it in over the path necessarily. So we'll bring it in. Where's it going to be? It's going to be on this level, isn't it? It's going to need to be up here. So the path will need to come back from here and up to... Okay, okay, yeah, we can do this. This isn't a problem. Right. No, I don't want that. I want power. Bring that up there. And we'll want to bring it up there. So let's pop ourselves in some steps down. So at least we can reach down there to build. Okay, that's that. Now, is the water returning? Yes, it is. Is this set to 1.5? Yes, it is. Okay, that's set to 0, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay. That should be set to 0.5 now. Good. I'm going to keep this up at 0.5 to actually keep some water in here to stop it drying out all the time. And hopefully maintain a bit of a better flow. We'll see what happens. That should be set to 0. That should be set to 0.5. There we go. Okay. Is the water returning? Come on. Give us the water back, please. There we go. That's the water back. Right. Oh, we have now dried out down here as well. So we'll give it a second. There we go. Obviously, we are going to now deepen it a lot. So, whoops. There we go. Let's try that. There we go. Okay, so the water that was up here is now draining back into here. That's fine. That should fill up reasonably quickly. And what I will do is I will replace our 2 water pumps just there. We will set this one again to bot. Okay. So that's going to take a little while to filter through. I'll spin on for a day or two. Here we are at the start of day 3. The waters have returned, as you can see. We are flowing all the way through here. We've got our water wheels turning. We're getting a little bit of minor flooding around here, as you can see. But that's fine. Nothing. We haven't got anything down here that's going to have a problem with being flooded anyway. If it gets down to here, it could be a bit more of a problem. This is now set to 0, so we have full flow through here. So we should be okay. I've turned this back on so we can fill up our bad water reservoir again. Yeah, that's where we are currently. Over here, we have completed our power structure up the side of this hill, and I've set up for our excavator. So let's unlock that and pop that in, shall we? This should be fine. Yes, I do. Thank you very much. Okay, it's unfortunately I wanted to put it so we could see exactly where we need to come down to. I think we want to come down to this level. So sort of 2 higher than the water course here. Yeah, we might. No, I don't think we will. I don't think we will be able to quite see that as that goes down. So I'll have to keep an eye on this as it progresses, because we don't want to go too deep. But we can always just, you know, fill up, can't we? Okay, let's go with... I'm going to need a industrial pile, I believe, to store the dirt. And where are we going to put this? Let's put this... Ooh. We're going to want it close, but we're going to want to be bringing all of this down with it. So... That's a good question. Where am I going to put the industrial? I think it has to be on the... it doesn't have to be on the ground. That's right. Okay, in which case... let's go with... Yeah, let's go with that. We'll put a large industrial pile in there. And I should be able to store dirt in that? Yes, I can. Okay. Good, good, good. And we can also stick another one on top of that, and it will connect up through these stairs here, which won't be as efficient. But, you know, it is what it is. Okay. Okay. Oh, keep an eye on this, make sure it doesn't overflow. Nope, we're good. Over here, as you can see, this only fertilizes about half of what we need it to. So I put in some more explosives over here. And we'll put in another water dump. Oh, no, not water pump, water dump. There we are. in there. And again, we will cover that. I can pop in probably another pine tree there. That might reach. Should be okay. We'll see. We'll see. Right. What next? Well, I think waiting for this to be built, because that is going to take... actually, not that long by the looks of it, because we have all the stuff we need except for the treated planks. Yeah, we're a bit short of treated planks, but that's okay. They are being made. They are being made over here. 2,000 science to unlock that for bots. Yeah, go on. Yeah. Why not? Okay. I'll spin on. Okay then, start of day 7, and our dirt excavator is in. I've got it paused at the moment because it costs 4,000 science to unlock it for bots, and I want to use bots in there because I want to reduce the injury rate, basically. So we're at 3.4 thousand science at the moment, nearly 3.5. There we go. So it shouldn't take too long. In theory, a couple of days maybe to get the 4,000. Yeah, okay. In the meantime, what else is going on? Well, our birth rate has dropped again, but it's okay. We don't really need that many unemployed beavers. I am going to turn on... let's turn on 3 of these just to boost our population, just so we don't run out of available beavers. That would be unfortunate. We've got a few spare bots, so I'm going to turn this back on briefly, just so we can keep that topped up. In terms of resources, we're doing absolutely fine for everything, really, at the moment. Over here, I've put in this section here to keep all this done. I've also had to extend this bit, this a little bit, this irrigation trench here, just to get this last bit here. But it's, I mean, basically we fertilized about as many as we lost doing that, so it wasn't really worth it. And kohlrabies we are kind of okay for. Yeah. But never mind, that's fine. I was thinking about putting in more storage for mangrove fruits as well, but we are not short on food. This new farming area, even with the irrigation that we've had to put in, has more than topped up our supply, you know. Yeah. Yeah, we've got lots of everything, basically. So much so that the kohlrabi over here isn't really being harvested. The cassavas over here aren't really being harvested. Obviously the coffee beans aren't, but that's because we've got a lot of coffee beans. Yeah, so we're doing fine. Oops, I should probably close that, shouldn't I? Good job I looked. I'm on the ball. I really am. Okay, we're now at 3,600. So we've made 100 in, what, half a day? Yeah, it shouldn't take us long to make up the rest. There we go. We have 4,000 science. We're on day 10, so it took us a couple of days, but let's unlock it for bots and spend all of our science points. There we go. We're down to 62 science. Excellent. And we'll unlock it. And that should start, or once the bots get here, that should start extracting some of this dirt for us. Which is nice. Which means we can put in the mud bath at some point, which is there. But we also have a new building, the Motivatorium. There you go, 200 horsepower. Mechanical theatre that educates beavers on the core iron teeth values. So we're definitely going to want to put one of those in as well. We'll probably need a separate power system for that. Let's have a look. Yeah, because of the way that the water is now sort of flowing quite erratically through here, we're not getting a lot of power through these wheels anymore. Oh, our extractor is up and running. There we go. Drilling away happily to itself. Brilliant. Okay. I've also put in another storage tank for coffee over here. We'll set that to obtain. Didn't take them long to fill it up, really, as you can see. I've put in a campsite over here. Yeah. Okay, the next thing we're going to want to unlock is going to be the terrain block, which is another 1,000 signs. So that's going to take us a little while longer to get back to where we need to be. But we're going to have the drought / Badtide in the next few days, or at least the warning in the next few days. So it'll probably be after that we set up whatever we're going to do with the dirt. And I think the first thing we want to do is put in dirt along the edge here. And then we'll continue this run of irrigation barriers along there. In fact, we can probably put something on that corner already. Okay, that's what we're doing. In terms of scrap metal and everything, we're doing fine. We've still got plenty over here. And once that's done, we've got plenty over here. And plenty over here. And plenty over here. So we're not going to be short of scrap metal for a while yet. We are drawing bad water at a good rate out of here. I do keep coming in and filling this up, so we're doing all right there. Yeah, okay. How is everything else doing? Everything else seems to be doing okay. In terms of resources, apart from treated planks, which we're currently using to build all this, we're doing all right. Yeah. So by the time we've unlocked the dirt placement, which will go in here, we might have enough treated planks to just continue the irrigation barrier. But I'll spin on until the drought or Badtide arrives. Guess what's happening? Day 14, Badtide has started. We got the warning literally the day after I'd recorded the last bit. So, these are all shut off. This is shut up. This is shut up. This needs to drop down. That's shut. And that's shut and is slightly flooding, but that's fine. Okay. We currently have 5 flooded buildings. Oh, yeah. Well, that's unfortunate. That's now spread some Badtide a little bit further than it should have gone. This isn't clearing it quickly enough. Huh. There we go. That's drawing back a little bit now. There we go. Okay. I mean, we've still got a little bit of a problem, but that will clear up in a minute. That's fine. Over here, it's not great. Over here, I've laid in some explosives, so we can extend the fertilization around here. Oops, thank you, autosave. So we'll set these off. There we go. Hopefully that will help a little bit with the flooding. And we definitely want to put these in very quickly. Like that. And we will prioritize these two here so we can... come on. So we can connect the path back up. And gain access to all of this here. Okay. Okay. That seems to be not terrible. I mean, it's not great, but it's not terrible. Obviously, yeah, we've got the corruption spreading here because we haven't blocked this off yet. All right, no, that's fine. We're okay. Right. We have plenty of water in this storage area here. Plenty in this storage area here. We have some here, which is nice and unusual. Yeah. Okay. Now, why have you stopped working? Because we are full in terms of storage, probably. Yes, we are. Okay, well, let's put some more in, shall we? There we go. How's that? Hopefully fine. Now, I put in some additional showers over here, just to kind of keep our happiness levels up a little bit more. I do want to look at more in terms of that. Just keeping an eye, make sure that doesn't overflow again. But obviously we want the motivarium for that. And I'm thinking maybe once we've sort of flattened all this area here, maybe move on, fill this up and use this as a farming area for logs and food, and for an additional sort of happiness area. Possibly more housing, but we're fine for housing at the moment, really. More than we need. Okay. Yeah, we've lost a little bit there. That's to be expected. That's connected back up again. That's good. Okay. Yeah, we're not doing too bad. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I was thinking maybe extending out this irrigation channel a bit more, but I mean, we'd get back more than we'd lose, wouldn't we? Okay, let's take 4 out that side and 4 out that side. Yeah, we'll do that, and then we will clear those resources. And then I'll lay in explosives and do the same. That'll just bring back this little bit here and this little bit here, hopefully a little bit. This may be affected by the fact that we don't have an irrigation barrier in there. So one of the things we'll need to do is put some dirt in there once we've got the remaining, 32 science points that we need. Shouldn't take long. I'll spin on. Okay. Like, 1 day into the Badtide and I've made a terrible error. I took my eye off the ball and left this flowing, and we have flooded, and these buildings are flooded, and we have some unwell beavers, and all of our water here is contaminated. So, I'm going to drop these floodgates, and I'm just going to flush the whole thing out. And I am going to need to build decontamination pods. 400 science points. We've only just got our 1,000, but this is more important. They require 100 horsepower. So... where do we have a spare 100 horsepower? Possibly up here. Let's put a decontamination pod up there, and we will prioritize that. We need 2 ideally, but we'll stick with 1 for the moment. Let's flush that out a little bit as well. There we go. So those buildings are no longer flooded, hopefully. No, we're still flooded. Come on, let's just dump a whole bunch of it, shall we? There we go. That should be enough. Should be enough. Yeah, we just got a bit of waveage going on. That should be fine. That should settle down okay. Right, yes, that's okay. You are now built. Let's hopefully get one of our unwell beavers over here. I'm going to put in another one just there, and we'll prioritise that as well. And that'll draw a little bit of power off of this grid, which will be fine. I don't think the food factory is using a lot of power at the moment because we are pretty good for food. Oops. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, well, we can close this back up again now, can't we? Close it up to 0.5. Oh, well, never mind. Really should learn to pay attention, shouldn't I? Okay, so this is Jariaya or something. They're one of the contaminated ones, and it turns out that you have a few days before they get actually sick. So we're on about halfway through the drought, or coming up to halfway through the Badtide, rather. Oops. And they haven't yet visited any of the decontamination pods that we have. So I don't know what we can do about that, really. Looks like we're going to need more bits and pieces. Okay. Okay, well, we can do this. Let's do some decoration show. No, let's not. We're saving up. Come on, John. Focus. Right. We want to unlock terrain blocks. There we go. Right. Yeah, so we have the contamination pods in. I've got one over here, and I've got two over here. So they are available for when the beavers need them. As I say, they seem to be working fine for the moment, so that's okay. Right. Let's... Yes, thank you. Start by blocking in that there. We have plenty of dirt. As you can see, both of our industrial piles are full of dirt. So we have lots to be going on with. So we'll get that laid in. Oh, I can lay in the explosives over here. There we go. We'll get that laid in as well. Starting to run a little bit low of water in here, so I'm going to turn this water pump off to maintain that a little bit. Now. More entertainment stuff. Okay. Okay. Yeah, alright, okay, let's do that then. Let's pick a spot. Let's go with... Can we get in back there, maybe? Not quite. Okay, well, let's go over here then. Yeah, we'll start with that. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put in a water dump there to fill this. And then I'm going to put in a swimming pool. So I think that is right. I think that's 4 by 3. Which is 4 by 3. It needs something solid to sit on there. Like so, basically. Yeah, that looks right. Okay, well, we'll set that in. What else do we want? We've got showers down here, but they're a bit out of the way, aren't they? Not really left myself the space to do that there, have I? Okay, well... How about... What do I need there? Just... Yeah. Okay, so how about we will... Yeah, just do that. How's that? That might work. Okay. Let me speed on very quickly. What are we running low on there? Oh yeah, water for that. That's fine. What have we got? 3.5 days left. Yeah. We have 2,500 water in storage, so that's okay. Right. I'll spin on until this is done, and then we'll put our plans into action. Right, we have daylight. We have our explosives laid in, so let's deal with that. There we go, and we'll want to put a fluid dump in there, and then we want to put in a swimming pool right there, and over here. Do you want to get out of the way? Thank you. There we go, and we'll put a, no, not a pump, a dump in there, and then we can put in showers along there. Yeah, and this will have the added bonus of hydrating all of this as well, which is nice. Okay, I will spin on until the end of the Badtide then. Hopefully, we got 17 days before they die. That'll be fine. The water will be back before then, I hope. There we are. The Badtide is over, thankfully. We've got our explosives laid in here, so let's set these off before we go any further. There we go. And we'll start to fill that up. We will cover that over as well, though, in case that does help with evaporation. I have no idea if it does. We've got our barrier in down here. Obviously, we're still getting a little bit of contamination creeping around the edge here, but that's fine. Oops, thank you, autosave. Doing a sterling job as usual. We ran out of water here. Probably worth thinking about deepening that at some point. We've lost the water across here, so a lot of these crops here have died, but that's fine. Not really a problem. Again, we are still over 5,500 units of food. Still over 2,000 water. The beavers that were contaminated, where are we? One of them is currently in here, slowly being decontaminated. The other one is... I'm not sure where the other one's going. Probably to get food or something. Starving, dehydrated. Yeah, probably need some food. There's definitely food and water closer to over here where they were, because they were in this tank over here. I wonder if they're just going to sleep as well. Maybe having one over here isn't a bad idea then. Although finding space for it would be good. Oh no, we can stick it in here, can't we? Where are we? Nope. Wellbeing. Decontamination pod. Get in there, prioritise that. Okay. So, all of that is being flushed out now. That's good. We can drop that back down to 1.5. All of these are set the way they should be. Yeah. We survived. We've got our swimming pool and our showers in over here, and they seem to be working just fine, which is nice. And also hydrating this little area as well, which is also nice. Oh yeah, so we have one of our beavers in here in this decontamination pod. It takes a while. Definitely takes a while. You don't want them getting contaminated, that's for sure. I've also put in an exercise plaza up here, just for something for this side to use, because there was obviously complaints that they weren't getting enough exercise. How are we doing? You're good, right. Close you. Yep, close you. Open you. You're already open. Good. That's fine. Let's start filling this back up again. We will leave the episode there. We've done all right. We have done all right. We've got our dirt excavator in. We are going to need more dirt storage. What I'm going to do is start filling this in as well, so we can use up some of that. Nope. There we go. Start using up some of that dirt. I'm going to leave that stretch there so we can put in a water dump and fill that trench with... use it as an irrigation channel, basically. So let's just fill all of this and level this off. Good stuff. We'll probably want... yeah, we'll probably want another irrigation channel, so we'll put one in along there. That should be fine. Okay, we'll want to bring the path across, so we'll pop in that to start with. And bring it up like that. And then like that. That should be fine. And we'll pop another platform in there. Okay. They can get on with that. And we will leave it there for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Please do give us a like and a subscribe if you've enjoyed it and you want to see more. Please give us any comments down below. And please join us next time. Until then, I've been John. This has been Timberborn. Please do take care of yourselves. Stay safe. And bye-bye.